All right, so obviously this is a little bit odd. So yesterday it came out that Ja'Marr Chase had some allegations against him. I won't get too far into the details. You can Google that yourself. And so I had made this video. I already wanted to post it. It was scheduled to go out today. And then obviously this happened. I was wondering, should I just not post it at all? I think I'll post it, but I figured I should give a disclaimer at the beginning, letting you know that this video has nothing to do with that. It is just about his preseason stuff because I recorded it before these allegations came out. And I figured I might as well still post it because I do think there's interesting stuff in there. Just unfortunate this happened. But I also felt like it would be weird if I just posted it and didn't mention that stuff whatsoever. So that's the situation. I hope you guys enjoy this video regardless. Before I get into today's video, remember to follow me on Twitter. So my Twitter, the link is in the description below. You can also find me. My handle is @JacksonKruger. Come over, say hi. And anyways, back to your regularly scheduled video. All right, so it kind of became a topic of discussion. Listen, obviously, the Bengals drafted Ja'Marr Chase when many thought they would go with Penei Sewell, so they decided to get Chase instead. The comparisons already starting, and neither one of them looked particularly great in their second game. They both looked fine their first game. So I want to talk about Ja'Marr Chase. I already brought up Penei Sewell. He has some issues, but that's a video for, I guess, another day or a previous day because I've already made it. I want to talk about Chase a little bit. I don't think Chase was that bad. Actually, maybe this is the hot take. I kind of liked what I saw from Ja'Marr Chase. Obviously, the drops are a big thing, and we'll get into that. But to me, I saw him consistently be getting open, and that's what I want to see out of a number one receiver. Chase has high expectations. If Chase comes in and is good, it'll feel like a bad pick from Cincinnati. So he does have to be great, but I thought that there's some intrigue there. So let me show you exactly what I mean in the film study. So we'll start off with this play. So what's going to happen is that this is zone coverage, and this is a good play. So really, I think the main thing I was interested in with seeing Ja'Marr Chase is how well does he cut? Because I do feel like his cuts weren't as explosive as some other guys. You look at Devonta Smith, you look at like a Kadarius Toney, those guys do cut a little bit better. Jalen Waddle, I think, as well, cuts a little bit better. He's just a little bit more explosive. However, we have seen Chase at times cut very well. It just seems like he never really had to at LSU. He would just, run by everybody and, even if there's no separation, make a catch over them. Obviously in the NFL, doesn't quite work out that way. But watch how on this play, it's a good play, I think, where he does do a good job at first of not giving away that he is running over the middle. Because again, 25 there for Washington. The second he sees Chase run over, he's probably going to run in. It could be a double move, so you have to be a bit cautious. But Chase, I think, is doing a very good job of not giving away what he's running until he's going to actually cut. And then look, he moves in. It's a bit clunky. It's a little bit slow, but it's good enough. I mean, that'll work for sure. I mean, that's not like, it's not elite or anything, but it will certainly work at the NFL level. And given that that's maybe his biggest weakness, the fact that it's not really a weakness is a good thing. That's a very good thing. And again, a play like this is one of those examples of, if you're not someone who's studied a lot of Ja'Marr Chase's game, you might view this as an insult to Chase, but this is actually a compliment to Chase because I already sort of know what he is, and to me, he's improved since we've last seen him, which does make some sense because he didn't play last year. All right, let's talk about this play now. Let's get into the drops. So that's something that people went crazy over online, is he had people were saying 3 drops, which I think is a little bit fair. But let's also mention there's reasons for this. And at the same time, you're getting 3 targets. That's pretty good, right? So there's good and there's bad. This is man coverage. The defensive back playing very far off because it's third down. So if Chase is running this quick route, then he'll have to be able to pick up some yards in open space to get the first down. And, Cincinnati's saying, okay, let's take that chance. Quick throw to Chase, see if he can lunge forward and pick up the first down here because they got about 6 yards to go right now. And I think it's worth mentioning for Ja'Marr Chase, he is kind of expecting that he's going to have to make the catch and, run forward a little bit. Although what's actually going to happen is the defensive back plays way too far off. I don't know why he's doing this. Look, he backs up. Chase is actually past the first down marker here. Throws a bit behind, but you got to make that catch, I think. It wasn't too fast. He had time to adjust to it, and he just dropped it. To me, that is a drop. Tough play, sure, but you're supposed to be a number one receiver. You want to be an elite receiver. You do have to make that catch. That is fair, I think. But on the flip side, a play like this, which is going to be another drop, yes, it is a drop. Yes, that does make it a bad play. But at the same time, I don't care about how much success you have in the preseason in terms of like team success. I want to see how good of a player are you. And if you are running good routes and getting open and then dropping the football, I think it's a lot easier to teach a guy to catch the football than it is to teach them to get open on routes. So I'm not that concerned about it, especially one, it's not like drops were ever a problem with him in college. To me, I think it is a fluke. But also, this play is going to be legitimately promising. It's, again, a third down. It's a one-on-one matchup. And watch how well he's going to run this route. Great hands at the line to get free. He then cuts over the middle, and he drops the ball. But, and again, I couldn't really get a better angle of that, so it's possible one of his hands was held or something. I don't know. That's, for some reason, on NFL Game Pass, not only is there no All-22, but there's no just full broadcast. All they have is the condensed version now, which is, again, I don't know what they're doing, but to me, it looks like that was a really good route followed up by a drop, which I would rather have than a bad route, but then catches the ball, which I don't know how you would catch the ball with a bad route, but that's besides the point. And then you have something like this, where what's going to happen is that it's going to be, once again, man coverage. It's cover 2 man, so one-on-one matchup. Again, a third down, so they're giving him the ball on third downs. That's nice to see, although, again, could be just preseason. They want to see him get the ball. But anyways, watch what's going to happen. So first, he gets some outside leverage right here, but he's going to go back towards the inside. It's a pretty good route. And again, he has good hips. He can move pretty well. It's not like his cutting is bad or anything, but watch what happens. It's a cut that beats an NFL player, and then he just does not make admittedly a bit of a tough catch because his hands were kind of, moving a little bit, but still, it's one that you would typically expect Ja'Marr Chase to catch. He did not catch it. I'm not that concerned about it. To be honest, I'm really not. I would be far more concerned if he wasn't getting opportunities. He's getting opportunities. He's had a bit of a drop issue. I'm not that concerned about it because it's not an issue that's really been a problem with him for most of his college career. So why would it be a problem in the NFL? I think it was just a fluke, and I think that seeing those plays, I'm actually happy with what I've seen from Ja'Marr Chase. I find this promising because he's getting open, and he looks, his cuts look a little bit better than they did in college, quite frankly. And again, we already know he has great hands. He's going to make some great catches. We saw that in college, and he is explosive at the line. He just hasn't had a chance to show that off in the preseason yet. Like, this play's probably the closest we've seen to his explosiveness. It's going to be a screen pass, which he was legit great at screen passes in LSU. But I mean, look, so, it's a screen pass. Ja'Marr Chase makes the catch right here. There is wide open grass, but watch how well he's going to do it, just picking up a ton of yards. I mean, look, it's just seamless right there. I mean, he's basically keeping pace with like Devin White right there, who's obviously one of the fastest linebackers in the league. And he was also looking forward to see where he's going to go. So, really good stuff there by Ja'Marr Chase. He is very explosive. We already knew that stuff, but, again, that's a good example of kind of just showing it off a little bit. So, yeah, that's kind of how I feel about Ja'Marr Chase. I mean, listen, whether you like the pick or don't like the pick, me personally, I kind of say wide receivers are really difficult to evaluate, so I'm never a big fan of drafting a wide receiver with a top 5 pick, period. Although I do like Chase. He was my wide receiver 3. Many had him wide receiver 1, some 2. I had him 3, but I still like him a lot. He's that's promising. The top 3 wide receiver in a draft, he'll probably be very good. And, I do think games are won on the outside right now, and also we'll have to see. Once he starts playing with Joe Burrow, I do think that there will be a bit of elevation there. Just the familiarity between those two guys should be fun to watch. So yeah, that's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.